Hey y'all, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this absolutely adorable gingerbread train using wooden crates and a wooden birdhouse from Dollar Tree. Now, all of the other things, the little peppermint candies, that's pretty much just generic Christmas decorations that you should be able to find anywhere right now. A lot of this came from Hobby Lobby, some came from Walmart, and then of course the wooden pieces here are from Dollar Tree. But anyway, I'll tell you where I get everything in the video. So hang tight and I'll show you how to make it. All right, y'all, let us get started. So first off, what I have, 3 of these little wooden crate doohickeys. These came from Dollar Tree. Now, I thought I had some more of these, but I don't guess I do. So I have 3, but you can make your little train however long you want to make it, okay? But for me, I'm going to have like the engine and then 2 little cars behind it. So anyway, I have 3 of those, and I also have this little birdhouse, which also came from Dollar Tree. So you see this little, the word just went away. The perch right here. We don't need that on there. So I'm going to knock that over. I'm going to take my trusty wire cutters here, and we're just going to cut that off like so. And that isn't exactly flush. I can whittle away at it. But anyway, I'm going to be gluing something on there that's going to cover that up. So it doesn't really matter. But that is kind of sort of flush. But I have this nail file here, this emery board type thing. And I can just sand that down flat. Like so. But like I said, I'm going to glue something over that. I'm not real worried about it. Okay. That's a lot better. Okay, so what we're going to do is we need to paint all of these thingies. And for that, I'm going to be using this color, Classic Caramel. This is a multi-surface paint from Apple Barrel. And why did I pick that color? It was the closest color that I could find to gingerbread, okay? We're getting close and close and close and close to Christmas. So, closer. We're getting closer. We are close. We're getting closer. Anyway, I'm tired, guys. It's been a long day already. This was the closest that I could find to a gingerbread color, but you use whatever color you want to. So we are going to have 2 of these. They're going to be with the open side facing up. Now for our locomotive here, we're going to take our little birdhouse and we're going to flip it over so the open side is down. And we're going to glue this on top like so. And that looks like a little window, which is why I'm not too concerned with it being open. Now for our smokestack, I'm going to be using this. This is just a lid from some body spray. You use whatever you can find laying around the house that would be, you know, similar size and shape. You could use a dowel rod if you had that, you know, just cut a piece off of it and use that. But as you can see, this is very, very shiny. So I'm just scuffing it up a little bit with this nail file. That is going to help the glue hold it down better. And it's going to help the paint to adhere. And I'm going to be painting this brown as well because I want this whole thing to look like it's made out of gingerbread. So I'm just scuffing it up a little bit so the paint will stick a little bit better. And that's looking pretty good. So now let's see if our glue gun is hot. It should be. Why is there something sticking to it? Stop. Oh my goodness. So now we're just going to take that and stick it right there. Just hold that in place. Let's try to make sure this is kind of, yeah, that looks pretty centered to me. I have this end up, the open end up, because I'm going to be putting something in it to make it look like smoke, or steam rather. All right, so now let us glue this down. I'd rather glue it together first and then paint the whole thing than try to worry with the individual pieces. Let's see, I'm trying to get this centered. Okay, that looks all right. And now once that glue sets up, I'll paint that. But now I'm going to start painting all of these pieces this color. And I have my trusty cardstock here that I'm going to set down. And yes, I'm the world's worst about just pouring the paint into the lid, but it's okay. I'll wipe it out when I'm done. Okay, and that looks like a pretty good gingerbread color. You know, sometimes things look different in the bottle. And when you get on your project, you're like, eh. But that looks pretty good. So now I'm just going to paint all of the pieces, everything. We're going to paint it all this color and let it dry. And then we're going to come back and we are going to start decorating it. Okay, so these are nice and dry. Now what we have here, this is the Fast and Final Lightweight Spackling. 30 minutes till it is paint ready. I've got paint on my nails. Look at there. 30 minutes till it's ready. Some Dollar Trees carry this, some do not. This came from Walmart. And like I have said, no, that one's not the one I was using. Like I've said in previous videos, you want to make sure that when you open it, the consistency is like whipped cream, okay? You don't want the heavier stuff. The heavier stuff is not going to work for this. But anyway, I have a piping bag here, fitted with a star tip, and this bag is full of our spackle. So this one is full. Let me set that over there. So now what I want to do is pipe just along the upper edge here to make it sort of look like frosting, okay? And this is going to be easier for me to do off camera because my arms are extended here over the table. But anyway, just like you're frosting a cake, this stuff works just like that. So I'm just going to pipe some on. Like so. Like I said, this would be so much easier if it was in a different position. But see how that looks like frosting? And now we're going to let that set up. Now this can set up, like it said, roughly within 30 minutes until it is paint ready. That's if you're using this stuff on a wall. But as far as, you know, moving around and touching it and stuff like that, it's going to take a little bit longer than 30 minutes. Let this sit for a few good hours, okay? So I'm going to pipe one side, let it sit for about half an hour, then do the other side so that you don't risk setting it upright and then this falling off, okay? So I'm going to do that all the way around the edges. I'm going to do it over here on our little locomotive part, and I'm just putting this wherever I think it would look good, okay? You use your imagination however you want to decorate yours. But I'm just going around the upper edges of these, and then I'll do that one, and we'll come back. Okie dokie. So this is what we have. Now, this has not completely set up yet, so I'm trying to be very careful. This side looks a little bit fuller than this side. I don't know which side I want to use, you know, to be the side that you see. But anyway, I am not painting the inside of these boxes. For the sake of the video, you can paint them if you want to. It's just, I'm trying to get this video done today. But anyway, now what I have, these candy pieces, these came from Hobby Lobby. They're just big peppermint candy pieces. And let's see. I thought I had another bag. Anyway, I think I opened that bag and then I just put them all together in this bag. But anyway, you can see that they have a few different designs. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I'm trying to see like which ones I want to use. I'm going to put the green and red ones on this one. And you see, I'm going to put glue like just on half of it because these are going to be the wheels. Now, like I said, I know this has not completely set up yet, so I'm trying to be so careful. And the good part about using these little boxes from Dollar Tree is, you see this line there? You can use that as a measurement so that you don't want your peppermint to go up above that line. And that's going to help to keep everything even, so, you know, it's not all wobbly. So I'm just going to put more glue on the half of this one. Trying to be careful to not bump our frosting here. And let's glue that there. Okay. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to glue more on the other little box over there and on our locomotive part. See, how cute is that? All right, so let me do that and I'll be back. All right, so we're moving along, and this is our little locomotive. I'm not completely done with it yet, so give me a minute. So I think this is going to be the car that's in the back. You see how this is plain red and white and it swirls. And then I'm going to have the one in the middle is going to have the green and red. Now this one I'm going to use these. Now I know that I'm not going to be able to make this look just like a locomotive because I'm having to work with what I have here. But I have these smaller peppermints that I was going to put right on the front, but that's going to make it all wobbly, and I'm not going to do that. So it's a craft. It doesn't have to be all that realistic. So we're going to use these red and white ones. I'm going to try to get this one up close to the front because I want to put two in the back here. All right, so there's that. And then you get the glitter everywhere. Oh my gosh. So I went in the Dollar Tree the other day, covered in glitter. I didn't realize I had Mod Podge on my shirt. Okay, I'm going to try to put this back here like that. I didn't realize I had Mod Podge all over my shirt. I had paint on my pants. I had glitter all over me. It looked like I had been crafting at the North Pole or something. It's okay. They know me there. They know I'm crafty. But anyway, okay, so this is what we're going to do for the locomotive part, okay? So now let me flip it over and glue them on the other side. Okay, so this is what we have here. Now, these little peppermint doohickeys, also got these at Hobby Lobby. I think I have 2 bundles together. I don't know. They were all tangled up. And I just, like, grabbed them off the shelf. But what I did is I just cut the loop off of it with my wire cutters. Now, I tried to sand it down as best as I could. So what am I going to do with these? Just decorate it. But you see, like, the little nubby right there? I don't want the little nubbies sticking out. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue there. And then I'm going to stick one of these peppermints down on top of that. Like so. Can y'all even see this? I know the angle is difficult to see. I'm sorry. Okay. And then I think I want to put one right here on the front as well. Okay, and I'm going to put one right here. Let's see. Let's just put us a blob of glue right there. There we go. Just stick that right there. And now I have some other decorations that I want to put in here. So while all of this glue is setting up, you know what? I should have put something around. No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. You know me, I would go back and forth on something a gazillion times. I was thinking about taking more of that spackle and maybe going around this and then maybe going around the little window part. I don't know. And I might still do that. But I'm going to let all this glue set up for a few minutes and I will make a decision. Okay, I do think what I'm going to do is add some more of this around here and possibly around this opening here because I don't like the way it's looking. So I filled up another bag with our lightweight spackle and I put a smaller piping tip. Why is it not focusing? I put a smaller piping tip on that one, okay? And then I'm just going to go around like so and just pipe a little bit on here. All right, so we're going to have to let that sit there a little bit, of course. But now I have 2 more of these peppermints. So I think I'm just going to put one right there and right there because I don't know. It's needing a little something, something. Okay, so we're just going to stick that in there. And we're going to have to hold it just until that glue sets up. I really wanted to decorate up this part. Because these carts back here, they're actually going to like be holding things. And you could put whatever you want in these. You could put candy. I thought that would be really cute. You know, if you're having a Christmas party, you could fill up each car with a bunch of candy. And if you have kids there, just let them pick up a car and take it home. Now, why am I not attaching these? I'm not going to attach these to each other. That way, like if you wanted to do that, you know, at a party, just had the kids pick one up and just take the whole little cart thing home with them. It would be easier to do that. These are fairly wide, so like if you have them sit behind each other and try to curve them, they might bump into each other. So I'm not going to attach them together, okay? You can attach them if you want to. I mean, there's handles there and a handle there. I mean, you know, you could loop maybe like some gold or silver cording through it or something and tie them together if you wanted that. I don't want that. All right, so now let's let this glue set up just for a second. All right, we're getting there. So yeah, I added a little bit more of that spackle to our little locomotive here. Now let's set that down and let's work on these cars. So what I have here is some floral foam. And let us, about right there. I should have already cut this. Where is my knife? I had a knife. Aha! All right, let's get the knife. Let's see. About right there looks good. All right, and I'm just cutting this to try to fit it down in our little train car. All right, so I have 2 pieces here. Now let's bring this one. You set over there somewhere. All right, so now we're going to take our hot glue, and I'm just going to put a few big old blobs down in there, and then we're going to stick the foam down in there. Whoops, I didn't trim that one narrow enough. So anyway, let's set that one down in there. Now, where's my ornaments? I got these ornaments. This one came from Walmart. This one came from Hobby Lobby. I know, I'm using stuff from all the stores now, but you know what? I didn't have as many Christmas craft supplies as I thought I did. So now I'm running around to stores and I'm just grabbing, you know, whatever I can find. But anyway, let's do the gingerbread first. Well, the little person. And we're just going to pull that out. So now this is what we have. I have these craft sticks. I'm going to call it a tongue depressor. Craft sticks, and I'm going to glue this to the back of this so that we can stick it down inside that foam. So, oh, I know, fella, I'm sorry. Just putting all this hot glue just right up your backside. That's not very nice of me. So now we're going to let the glue set up and get it off my hand, and then we're going to stick it down in the foam. So let's just cut that at an angle. It's going to help us to get it down in the foam. I say right about there. Just work it down in there like so. There we go. I'm probably shaking this poor camera everywhere. And now what we're going to do is let's fill it up with the greenery. And I'm looking around because I don't want to use this greenery. Really, I don't want to use this. You know what? I think I have some trees. I think I have some little Christmas trees. So let's try the Christmas trees and see if I don't like that better. So let me go get those. All right, I've got some trees here. We'll pile them up over here. It is perfectly okay to change your mind in the middle of a craft. I do it quite often. All right, so I got these trees. These came from Dollar Tree, and I think these, blah, 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 English, what is it? I think they are going to work better for what I'm needing. So let's get a few of those out. How many packs of these do I have? I've got a whole daggone bag full. All right, so let's get these out. Okay, I think that'll be better, actually. I think that's going to, yeah, I think that's going to do better for what I'm going for. So, yeah. All right. We're going to glue these trees down. Uh-oh, that was a little bit crooked. Okay, so I'm going to glue that big one there right behind him, and then we will do the smaller ones on either side, I'm thinking, because I'm looking, how many do I have left? Yeah. So the big one, and then let's do these small ones right there. And this one, oh, kind of leaning over, ain't he? All right, so now this one, put right there. Okay, and now I want to fill it up. I have this package over here, these little gifts. And I know you're saying, Amber, you are using so much stuff in this one. But I couldn't decide exactly how I wanted it to look. So that's why I'm using all this stuff. But anyway, I'm going to take these small little gifts. These came from Hobby Lobby. But, you know, you can probably find these all over the place. And I'm just kind of just going to tuck them down in around him. Red, green, and gold. Oh, there's some silver down in the bottom too. So I'm just going to pack these little gifts around him. And of course, whatever I'm doing in this little car right here, we're going to do on the other one too. So let's just kind of fill this up and I'll be back. Okay, so let's take a look at what I have. And you saw me do the gingerbread man. And then here's the little gingerbread house. And I piled up the presents around it. And so you can see I did glue them down. So that's what we have. And then here is, oh, I got glue strings. Here is the gingerbread man. And you can see this so much better in person. You know, things always look better in person than they do on camera. But here's the gingerbread guy. And then here is our locomotive. Now for the steam here, I have some of this polyester fiber fill. And I just kind of pulled out a piece. And I'm just kind of shaping it between my hands like so. Let's just kind of pull it out like that. And then I'm going to put some hot glue down in there. And then we're going to take this and carefully just stick it down in there. Ooh, I got a piece of fuzzy. Just carefully stick it down in there. Okay. Now, I wanted to add a little something because you see like all these glitzy, glamorous looking presents here. So I have this gold cording, and once again, this came from Hobby Lobby, but you can get it anywhere they sell ribbon. You can get this stuff. But let's just cut it. Now let's go to the back of our little train car here. I'm just going to lay this rope down in my lap. And right here, I'm just going to glue some of this cording, and I'm going to wrap it all the way around the car. Now this would have been easier to do before we got all this put together. But, you know, I was looking at it, I'm like, it needs something. You know, I'm like, it needs an extra little something. So I'm just going to wrap this around it all the way around and then glue it again on the back side. All right, so let's take a look again at our little carts. This is with the gold cording wrapped around, and I'm happy with that. I'm leaving them just like that. So now let's take a look at our little locomotive. How adorable is that? So I think our little gingerbread candy train is done. So let me get all of this set up so that I can take a really good picture for y'all. You've seen it at the beginning of the video, I know. But anyway, let me get all this set up and take a good photo. Stay tuned after the video and you'll see it. But anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I had a blast making it. This is probably the most fun I've had making a craft in a long time. But anyway, if you would, please give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye.